we're drifting on full self-drive. Oh, we're gonna hit this. Oh, gee. Welcome back to today's drive. We are here in beautiful Washington State again. We are finally able to get out because the weather has calmed down enough that we're able to actually get out on these roads and allow the full self-driving computers to kick on and do a little bit of driving. You can see that there's frozen slush and ice all in the middle lane as well as on the sides of the road. So we're going to see how well the car handles and is able to, interpret all this. So here we got a yellow light. The car's going to stop. Really nice and smooth for us there. That was really great. Now, we had frozen rain last night, so there's a lot of really treacherous areas out here. We've dropped down elevation quite a bit, so it's not so bad at the exact moment. But we're going to go down to some new areas and take a look at some really neat things there. And along this drive, I want to point out a bunch of things about the latest update that I really, really like. Now, there's a few things that I don't like that we'll talk about, but overall, there's a lot of really awesome stuff to like about the update. Now, I know there's a lot that's very controversial. There's a lot of people that really don't like a lot to do with this update, and I totally get that. By the way, notice how it's not raining at all. My wipers are going bonkers right now. I don't know why with this update. I can't turn them off, and so my wipers are like drying out, and it's actually hurting my wipers because there's no moisture on my window. Okay, light turned green, so car's gonna go. Okay, I'm actually accelerating right now because the car was taking way too long to go. Now it's gonna take over and go, okay? So, man, lots of potholes, so we're definitely not dodging potholes in this update. Hit 3 in a row right there, pretty substantial, pretty visual ones there. Now this is cool, so I put on autopilot and it's got all my settings that popped up right there. Now if I slide up right here, what happens? Oh, interesting. So I slid up and it brought up all my climate controls. I didn't know that it did that, whoops. So if I tap on the screen, it goes away. Okay, that's cool. What if I slide up over here? Okay, so it doesn't really matter where I slide up. It's going to bring up my climate controls. I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. So another thing that I really like about this update is obviously this full screen. And on top of that, we now have the blue line guiding us, which I think is just gorgeous. That dotted line was like watching a strobe light. It, make you kind of crazy trying to watch that full self-drive going with that. But this is really, really great. I actually really like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this way and we're going to find a destination here. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom out on the map and I'm going to say, you know what? Let's take me down here to the place in Auburn. I'm going to press and hold and I'm going to say go. So now the route is going to go ahead and calculate itself based upon the parameters I have set in my settings. And that's going to take us 14 minutes or 7.9 miles or 8 miles. It's kind of freaking out right now to the destination. So a couple things have changed on this as well, which is nice. First of all, check out how it zoomed out. We got this nice top-down view. It's almost like a satellite is looking down on our destination, which I think is really cool. Also, the navigate and autopilot button's a lot smaller now. It's not covering the entire screen, which I think is really great. I think that really adds a nice touch to it. And again, I know a lot of people have issues with this update, but we got to remember there's also a lot of really cool stuff here. And anytime a new UI gets put in place, like they did there, it's going to be beta, it's going to have some issues, and it's going to get better over time. So I just wish the wipers would chill out. I love that we can see the max button a lot easier now, or max speed. I think that looks a lot better. I think it's a lot cleaner look now having it there versus in that circle. So I really like that. I think they did a really good job on how clean this all looks. And so if you're unfamiliar with what this is, you can take your finger here and slide the screen to be bigger or smaller. Well, there's only two settings. There's this size and then there's this size. So if you want to see your map, you can go ahead and do that. The other thing is that I think is just absolutely brilliant, I've been wanting forever, is we now have our blind spot cameras activated. So for example, if I told the car to turn right here, watch this. There's my right camera for my blind spot. It's going to turn over and then stop right here for this yellow light. Love it. Automatically goes away after we complete the lane change. I think that is just absolutely fantastic. Now, when you're on this full screen like this, you can still also move your finger around. I just love all that. Look at how clear and beautiful it is, you guys. That is unbelievable. I love that. I think this is one of the coolest things that Tesla gave us with this update is the ability for this full screen like this. And again, it's not like we lost the option for the map. It's still right there. We can still have the map. It's plenty of screen real estate assigned to it. That is just no problem. And I also noticed with this update that it is way less jerky. And they did say with this update also that we're going to have less Things basically causing phantom braking, which is where the car drops anywhere from 1 to 5 miles per hour just randomly when there's nothing in the way. I also want to point out right there that the car very quickly began accelerating again after that car got out of our lane, which is actually pretty good. Usually it takes anywhere from like a 4 to 5 second count to do that when the car is well out of the lane. That was actually pretty good. I really like that. So there was actually a little phantom brake right there. We slowed down 1 to 2 miles per hour. It might have been because of that light though that was flashing near that fire station. So we'll have to wait and see if we see any more on that. But it's supposed to have some big improvements with that here. But again, I haven't been able to really drive it because we've had so much snow and ice. Now, I also really like that we have the ability to change these icons around. You can see here that we have 1, 2, 3 icons showing right here. And then the fourth one is these 3 dots that shows us a menu. Now, also watch this. It just started pouring down rain again very aggressively out there. And so the car is changing lanes automatically right here for me, so I didn't do that. The car did that, and again, it brought up the blind spot camera. So even though the car is doing it, it still pulls up the camera, which is great. But watch what's going to happen here. Pretty soon, Navigate and Autopilot is going to turn off because of this weather, because it's so bad and raining so hard. I mean, it's not terribly hard right now, but it's starting to pick up. Most likely, it's going to turn that off very soon, so we'll watch for that. But like I was saying, if you click on this right here, you see these new icons down here. So if we want to have, like get rid of the radio, for example, I can click and drag that out of there. It says, please keep your eyes on the wheel. See, that's that's something you have to be very, very careful of when you're on the full self-driving beta. Even though I'm looking at the system designed inside the Tesla for the driver to work with, it still was looking at it too long. So I got to look away for a second, get focused on it, and then I can show you that if I want to bring something else back down here, I can just come in here and so I can pull my calendar. I can press and hold on this and bring it back down here into my calendar. So you have the ability to change down the apps down here. If you're in this right here and I wanted to all of a sudden switch it to streaming or something else, I couldn't do it without going down in here and going back here and finding the icon in here, and that's really scary to me. It's a lot of looking at the screen. That's not good, and you can't have enough down in here in the dock to have everything you want down here. I don't know why they took that away. Like, give me the icons, that's great, but don't take my option to switch between all my music stuff here. Like this is great, but don't, give me options down here for streaming, for radio, for Bluetooth, so I can swap within the music app as well. All right, so right here we should be getting into this turn lane. Let's see how well the car does this here. Okay, there we go. Go, good. So it sees the light is red, and we're gonna go ahead and stop for this light. Good, I think it did a great job right there. So you can still adjust the wipers now while you're on the full self-driving beta. Like, I can turn it to high right now, so I can adjust it, but I just can't turn them off, you see? Very interesting, I didn't realize that. All right, so now we're turning the corner here, really nice and smooth, kept us in our lane, very, very good. Really impressed with that. And we're gonna head on down to our next destination down here. So another thing that is something to be aware of is that pretty soon I'd be like, why are we slowing up? It's doing it, wow, great job, fantastic. So the car knew eventually it was gonna have to get over it. One of the biggest problems I have had with the full self-driving beta is it takes so long to get in the lane it needs to be in for a future lane change. And right there, it slowed down because it saw that car, got over in that lane, and now we're able to make this turn in 0.3 miles. I am so impressed with that. That is very good. The problem is that we're going way under the speed limit. It lost itself there. It's 45 to there and somehow went down to 35, but still, very cool. I'm really, really impressed with that. So let's see how the car can find itself now into the left turn lane and make this turn. Now, it's yellow. Okay, let's see how we do this here. Let's get down to the speed limit. So yes, good. So it got in that turn lane right away. And by the way, so far this drive has been extremely smooth. Now we got a yellow flashing light here, and the car in the past has not been able to do these. And I don't think it's gonna do it now. Okay, we're not going. Oh, we are going. Are we going? It did it. Ha ha ha! Yeah, very cool. And look at how beautiful the visualization is. All right. Love that. Okay, man, just so many amazing improvements I'm seeing in this drive. Very, very impressive. Wow. I mean, this has been very smooth drive. I've had no phantom brake other than that one time, but I think it was just from that flash and light. It's been really great coming up to stops, other than it may be a little bit on the aggressive side, but not too bad. But acceleration's been really good. It's been a really great drive so far, guys. All right, so let's find something challenging for the car. So you can see up here, first of all, that there is a truck right here with an arrow board saying get over. I want to see if the car reacts in a certain way to these flashing lights up here to see if it slows down or it says emergency vehicle or something up on the screen. So far, nothing. So far, nothing. We got a semi showing on there, but the lights don't do anything. Maybe it's to do with the color. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had the worst luck. So I'm like driving and a person runs out in front of me. Look at this, guys. We're on the beta right now. Oh, we're going to hit this. Oh, jeez. Oh, I hit that speed bump. Let's see how well we handle this. Look at this nuts right here. We'll get back to that person in a second. We're on full stop drive right now on ice and snow, and we're going to see how we handle this here. We're at a stop sign. We're going, but we're slipping. Like, there's a lot of slippage going on right now, navigating these streets. Okay, stay away from that car. We're slipping. Don't want to get too close. Let's stay slow. So we're going to make this turn here, but watch. Oh, no, speed bump. Oh, my gosh. And then we make this turn, but we're sliding. Woo, we're drifting on full self-drive. Look at that. We were no joke. I'm going to turn the speed down. Okay, we're freaking screw that, man. Oh, my gosh. Okay, we're going to do this, though. We're going to do this. We're back on the beta. And, okay, I'm going to turn the speed way down, though. We were no joke drifting on full self-drive. Holy crap. You know what? Let's try this again. Okay, so let's do this here. Let me go right here. Let's go out in these side streets. Let's go like right here. And so cancel this first. I want to go right here. And let's see how well this car does this here. So here's a little sliding around. Oh, what are we doing? Take over immediately. So, all right, here we go again. I'm going to put the speed way down, 10 miles per hour max. Okay, here we're on to a cross street right here. There's nobody coming. We're going right through the alley, I guess, behind these people's house. All right, wow. We are, like, the car is literally drifting. This is so funny. All right, so we're going to turn left up here. Oh, this is fun. This is also nuts. So we're going to hopefully come to a nice stop, and you can see there's just ice on the road, just packed, compact ice. What is this, a ditch? Holy cow, I can't even go through there. I'm going to ground out. I got to take over right here because I got a body kit on this thing. I would scratch the crap out of my car if I went over this. All right. Holy smokes, that was tight. All right, we got to try a different spot here. All right, here we go now. We're going to slow down the speed. Come on, frickin' 25 miles an hour. Give me a break. In ice and snow, obviously that's something that the car would, if it ever decides it can drive in this stuff, would have to be able to decipher that it's not safe driving. Oh my goodness. What I was trying to tell you guys earlier was that there was this guy, he ran out in front of me on the road. I think you guys might have just seen a bit of it. And anyway, the car saw it, slowed down for this bum that ran across the road and like swerved away from him. And the second all this went down is the exact second that my car battery died. I mean, my camera battery. So you guys missed all. I cannot believe that crap. All right, one more fun one here. Let's make a couple more turns. All right, get the full self-driving computer down to 10 miles an hour. So we're kind of being safe, sort of. All right, we're gonna be turning right here at this. And again, all just ice, slush, and snow, right? All right, so blinkers on, blind spot cameras on. We're turning, there's a car right here. Ooh, yeah, baby, a little bit of a drift. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so now we're gonna turn left here. Very fun. Now this road shouldn't be too bad right here. And then we'll end the drive after this one, after 2 more turns here. We'll see how this handles it here. So we're gonna creep forward for visibility. Creeping forward. I still can't see, I hope it can. There it goes, okay, good. Oh, grabbed it, and there we go. Okay, got the traction. So now we got one more turn coming up here, and let's see how well it handles it. All right, the turn's coming up here again. Once again, my wipers are going, and there's zero moisture on my window, but on the full self-drive, you can't turn them off, which really sucks. All right, here, we're gonna make this turn now. We're turning in at a pretty good rate. Look at the snow and ice. Okay, there we go, okay. I had to take over right there, you guys. I didn't know what the car was gonna do. It's so aggressive. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do a little more turning. All right, so we got a kind of winding corner right here. So let's take this thing here and just see how well the car does this. 10 miles per hour. Let's go, man. Let's do this. 10 miles per hour. No cars are around, no cars coming. We're gonna stop here. Good. All right, let's make this turn. It's all packed, compact snow, creeping forward. All right, here we go. There it goes again, see? So second it starts really slipping is when it says, you know, no, we're done, take over, take over. So interesting stuff.